Ready yourself to be Mars.
The days were hot. Fish died in the lake, plants yellowed, birds stopped singing. There was thunder, but no rain. You call this period the Great Ecological Catastrophe. I heard my mother's heartbeat as she carried me to Alphaville. People chased us. I remember her driving and bison running by. Then we reached the flooded city with refugees in rubber boats. Suddenly, I couldn't find Mama. I was scared and alone. I'll never know whether she died or abandoned me. I only remember the rockets leaving for Mars. That night, the fighting started. I ran deep into the forest. A she-wolf found me and raised me with her cubs. People who didn't make it into the rockets were dying in combat and from the mutating environment. But we, the orphans and animals, didn't fight. Instead, together we adapted to nature that grew out of the rubble. Many moons passed, and then one day, some humans returned. They called themselves Martians. They flew around, dressed in yellow. They went hunting and played golf. I would steal their golf balls for fun. It really upset them. Then one day, I found a dead Martian. I took off his helmet and put it on. There was music playing in it. After years of only speaking wolf, I listened to the Martian radio and learned human language again. After the group left, one full moon later, I was chasing a tasty bug when another spaceship with new Martians arrived. It soon became clear they were trouble.
Greetings, all you Tesla City Martians out there. You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars, the show for those who miss a morning run in the park, slurping minestrone soup, sailing with the wind in their hair, singing in unison with thousands of people at a music concert, or smelling the coming rain. In other words, a show for the long-lost days of Earth.
I'm the son of no one. 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 Mutant of tomorrow. I got no time for sorrow. I found becoming a stag, antlers with no yellow tag. Left to my own devices, used to crisis. Without race, without creed, I am pure spiritual seed. Like water, no one's son, no one's daughter. I am the son of no one, the son of no one. I am the son of no one. I am the son of no one.
Starting off the show with Son of No One, a song I'm fairly certain resonates with many of us orphans of the earth out here in the stuffy depths of space. Speaking of stuffy air, please don't attempt to open portal windows to let some fresh air in. It's unbelievable that we have to mention this, but we're living in pressurized domes, people. Breathing recycled air is just the new normal. In totally unrelated news, the memorial of Baroness von Bullenschitz will be held in private, and her family asks gold diggers and paparazzi to respectfully stay away from the funeral ceremony being held in the Section C cafeteria on Deck 3 at 7 p.m. downtown. Alright, on with the show. Go.
We care for charity from Mars. Hello, my name is Bingy Go-Go. Funny? Yeah, Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Ah, a little toddler pop there, taking us back to the days of late-stage capitalism at its finest. Child labor never sounded so sweet. On that note, it's time for another story, a look back at life on the open road, and a look forward to the long road ahead.
Stories, memories, the good old days, original sources, authentic tales, hope, inspiration, drama, radio nostalgia from Mars.
Playing while riding a Harley Davidson is the actual meaning of life. I'm serious. I tried to recreate that feeling here on Mars. So I took a Tesla City Delivery EVA for a spin on the Planitia Plains, but it's like driving a janky VR simulation. It made me miss riding my motorcycle, my Jolene, even more. At 35, for 30 days in the blistering heat of July, I took a 4,600-mile trip across America on my motorbike. We set off from California, we zigzagged up and down the country and covered 18 states all the way up to New York City, where I was to take over my father's company. During the trip, the biggest surprise for me was how much of my thinking was an hour on two wheels with crazy winds buffeting me in all directions. So while my mind was this constant barrage of compulsive thoughts, those thoughts were generally practical. Like, how do I get to that destination before dark? Am I drinking enough water? Am I hydrating? The bigger picture stuff of why am I doing this and what is life about anyway didn't come until later. We started the trip at the peak of California's infamous orange heat wave, and we rode it for 5 days in temperatures you wouldn't believe. Some mornings I'd have sweat dripping from my elbows before we even set off. My eyes hurt from the sun. Sometimes I'd wake up so sore I could barely move. My inner thighs had engine burn. And even though those closest to me actually didn't think I'd make it, I learned that I could physically overcome much more than I thought. So after that rite of passage, I knew I could take over the company. Instead of being an entitled little brat whose father would pay for her theatre career, I turned the company into a $1 trillion business. And now, here I am with my family on Mars, among the last representatives of humanity in the universe. But aside from this high-minded idealism, life has no meaning. Because of these damn EVA suits, there's no wind on the highway here. No open-air solitude that makes you feel one with the world like back on Earth. On Mars, even if you manage to get outside, you're still trapped in a bubble of your own stale air. No matter where you go, isolation clings to you. Unlike the open road, it's an experience of void, of wholeness. There's no dancing asphalt in the heat, and no neon-lit diners, and 2 a.m. omelettes with green bell peppers and yellow cheddar with a side of burnt hash browns, greasy bacon and black coffee. Instead, there's this barren rock and strictly monitored oxygen levels in sterile domes.
yourself.
Alejandro.
¿Sí?
El bebé no es suyo.
Will repeat. Due to limited bandwidth, this transmission will repeat in 30 seconds. In 20 seconds. In 15 seconds. In 10 seconds. In 5 seconds. In 1 second.
Greetings, all you Tesla City Martians out there. You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars, the show for those who miss a morning run in the park, slurping minestrone soup, sailing with the wind in their hair, singing in unison with thousands of people at a music concert, or smelling the coming rain. In other words, a show for the long-lost days of Earth.
I'm the son of no one. I'm the son.
Whoa. I crouched near 3 members of your Martian expedition. The rest of your group were out in the field. I hoped to make friends, but when you saw me, you froze, stopped picking plants and whispered among yourselves. You seemed very scared and confused, amazed that I could breathe without a suit. You rushed towards me, so I ran. You really thought you could hunt me down?
Hello all you Martians out there, it's time for another round of Radio Nostalgia from Mars. This Soul's episode is an energetic tour de force, nostalgia from the good old days. Buckle up.
acquired. Any material, over. Give me some material. Engaging, over.
some upbeat grooves for some upbeat news. As you may well know, the board of directors have founded a club for going on exploratory return visits to Earth. A primary expedition launched several years ago, and Tesla City authorities are proud to announce that the secondary expedition, a select group of eminent board members, has arrived on Earth in the vicinity of Alpha. The purpose of their expedition is to research, collect samples, and conduct measurements of the air, water, and soil to establish toxicity levels back on Earth. Of course, Isle of Golf, nothing beats Earth's gravity, and urban rubble covered in nature makes for a challenging course. So let's wish them the best of luck. Work hard, play hard, keep up the morale. He won't stop until we make Mars the best it can be.
So I ran, avoiding the nets. The same ones you used on my wolf brothers and sisters. This whole hunt was for so-called research purposes, to see if humans could return here one day. But even with jetpacks, you still couldn't navigate our new terrain. I am a nimble earthling, while you need so much gear just to stay alive.
Tesla City's #1 radio station for music, stories, news, and views related to Earth, reminding us all that even out here on Mars, one fact remains: we still circle around the same old sun.
The sun is yellow, the sky is blue. I wanna make up to you. The sky is blue. I wanna make love to you. Already come up on my mind. Always staying on this planet. Never ends. My destiny is the sound of your voice. The day that I was born became my toys. My destiny. My destiny. My destiny. My
all life, overcome every strife. We feel no animosity, living with virtuosity. Our moods have buoyancy, word zero redundancy. It's not flexing, it's reflexing that will make the future shape the culture with pure desire, the hot red fire that will burn all sin, wipe the slate clean. Kisses of flaming blaze, ushering in a new phase. We're on fire, we're on fire. We're no Mowgli nor Oliver Twist, not a child nor a beast, beyond purity, beyond infantility. We're the embodiment of possibility. We don't buy aspirational nonsense, exchange God for Birkensiaga Benz. We just find it all very boring, such languishing life is daunting. Our attitude goes beyond the mundane. We prefer something a bit more insane. You're transfixed by phones, gulping the idea that anything goes. We offer the answer to laissez-faire, like the butterfly, we got fluttering flair. Since you missed the opportunity to abort, the time is ripe for our retort. We live in ascetic discipline with joy and an innocent grin. We, the abandoned bastards, will end slaves and masters. Are you afraid of future disasters? We are the future and disaster. We, the bastards. We're on fire. We're on fire.
Ваш дом вдали от дома. Радионостальгия с Марса.
I ran around Alphaville.
Oh yeah, it's time for another episode of Radio Nostalgia from Mars. Any soul now, we're hoping to hear from our intrepid Earth explorers who are currently working hard right now collecting botanical, animal and geological samples to test the viability of us returning back to Earth in the near future. I do hope they have time to catch a breath with all that hard work they're doing for us.
It's all gone. The bird is on trial, and people of our corporate smiles with multiple stars. I'm spitting crimes while children die, and we all comply. And then when shit's fried, and then when shit's fried, and then when shit's fried. Here comes the people lined up. Run. Here comes the elite finder. Run. Here comes the people lined up. Run. Here comes the elite finder. Run, cook, run. The top fucking out. The bird is on trial, and people of our corporate smiles with multiple stars. I'm spitting crimes, and then when shit's fried, and we all comply. While children die. While children die. While children die. Here comes the people lined up. Here comes the elite finder. Run, come run. Here comes the people lined up. Run. Here comes the elite finder. Run, come run. So we made it and then it's me. Once we end all that, without a blink, blink, blink. Remember that, it's not a dream. I be in space, and one can even scream, scream, scream. In the air, maximizing the ill-gotten. Killing them and drilling them, there's no end in sight. Fulfilling reptilian, we got you in our sight. You don't know the rules apply, 20 million ways to die. The terrorists in the air, when you killing them and drilling them. Killing them and drilling them. Killing them and drilling them. So we made it to run, and then it's thick. Once we ain't all that, without a blink, blink, blink. Remember that, it's not a dream. Out here in space, and one can even scream, scream, scream. Out here in space, and one can even scream, scream, scream. Out here in space, and one can even scream, scream, scream. Nostalgia from Mars.
told me a different story, but each pointed to one thing: murder.
Your Martian trio was getting tired. You should have realized Earth was not your planet anymore. This wasn't the homecoming you were expecting at all. Enraged, only the captain went on with the pursuit. For him, this turned into an obsessive safari hunt. But he was also exhausting himself as I lured him deeper into the forest.
Young Beetle Man, I came through the time warp in the multiverse to help fight Turbo Tornado.
Where's the green flashlight?
What are you doing here? Who invited him?
Captain's helmet. Together with my wolf brothers and sisters, we ate the Martian. Bruised and tired, but with a full stomach. I went on. I found myself in an industrial area when I saw a tiny spaceship crash land in the distance. Eventually, I would meet the lonely Martian that came out of that spaceship.
Greetings, Radio Nostalgia from Mars fans. As you, our loyal listeners, already know, our friends on Earth are examining Establishing a base there to study changes to the planet and investigate the viability of regular returns. Great news for us all. We're hoping to go back on vacation to show our children what we so dearly cherish and miss. As it is, we don't get heard from anyone back home, but they must be busy with important research and are unable to reach out to our listeners with snippets of earthly life and atmosphere due to an intense workload. I'm sure we'll hear from them soon. Besides, they must be enjoying.
The antelope senses danger.
Enjoying themselves immensely, being back in zero gravity, and you can blame them. Okay, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get something on the platter.
خانه شما اینجاست. رادیو نوستالژی از نره.
time to dive into the acid pool.
Of all the places
We meet here.
All right.
Wow, now that takes me back to dark and smoky nightclubs and late dinners with friends. Oh, to grab a kebab on the Boulevard de Clichy and catch the sunrise from the steps of Sacré-Cœur. Speaking of eating out, cafeteria menus are decided months in advance.
Martian from the crash ship was different from you. He was alone, and he flew and walked slowly. He would sit in one spot for a long time, and then curl up and sleep right there in the open. When I finally approached him, he didn't try to chase me. He took off his helmet and extended his open hand. So Charlie and I became friends. Charlie told me stories about Earth before the great ecological catastrophe, about his life in Alphaville, how he became a pilot for the mission to Mars. He didn't know anything about my mama. After years of guilt and sadness, Charlie felt he was finally home, although our mutant environment was slowly killing him. Charlie taught me to read biology, medicine, physics, history, literature. I devoured it all. I taught him to hunt. He taught me about machines. Oh, he also told me not to eat humans. I showed him how to communicate with animals. We spent a lot of time in the ASA building, the place where his rocket launched during the evacuation to Mars. It brought up so many memories. Then one day, an old drone spotted us flying around and attacked us.
Greetings and salutations, all you Tesla City citizens out there. The talk of the town at the moment is that Charlie, our national hero, pilot of the Mars mission, has escaped in a private golf club wasteland shuttle belonging to our esteemed CEO. As of now, we haven't been able to make contact with Charlie, who seems to be roaming the ruins around Alphaville and playing golf. It has been revealed that he has been severely depressed over the past few years whilst working as an Orinoco water delivery driver. We're hoping Charlie, who is a long-time listener of RNFM, can reach out to us. So Charlie, this is for you.
beyond the space-time continuum.
And maybe, just maybe, yeah. Come back. Yeah. I tried with the riff, but excuses make you drift. Love can come back to me. Come back to me. Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Come back, come back to me.
Twój dom daleko od domu. Radio Nostalgia z Marsa.
News of Charlie's departure has sent a shockwave through the city, and stories have been pouring in. Let's hear one now.
События, воспоминания, старые добрые времена, оригинальные источники, подлинные истории, надежда, вдохновение, драма, радионостальгия с Марса.
I don't know what I'm doing up here on Mars, to be honest. Luck of the draw, I guess. I really didn't want to come, but my company insisted. Oh, I'm way to Mars. It was a single ticket too. Bribes for more seats didn't work. So I was forced to leave my family behind. It's awful. I would have preferred to go under the waves with my wife and kids. Better than eking out a lonely existence in this hellhole. The company no longer even exists. What a joke. I gave up everything to end up scrubbing air filters and crawling my belly through endless ducts. We're not really allowed to talk about it, but a few of the ships didn't make it. And I often wish I was on one of those that fell back into the atmosphere and burned to cinders in the sky. Anyway, despite it all, I did find a new hobby of sorts, crawling around below the city. I started messing about with the acoustics in the access tunnels. Some of them are miles long, and just about any sound down there becomes beautiful and haunting. I'm no...
EDM to soothe and uplift the soul. Speaking of soothing and uplifting the soul, an anonymous listener has kindly sent in a lullaby for us. So let's sit back, relax, and reminisce with her right here on Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
From synthesizers, loops and samples to beautiful haunting vocals, let's get some real guitars and drums up in the mix. You're tuned to Radio Nostalgia from Mars, the best show in our solar system by far.
Charlie told me you wouldn't leave for Mars before you got us. Supplies were running low, and you were afraid to return to Mars without the captain. You'd face the Tesla City Tribunal. All dreams of promotion would vanish. and the riddle of my immunity would remain a mystery. But Charlie was growing pale and weak, so I hid him safely in Alphaville, and I ran back to your group to use myself as bait.
Hello all you Martians out there, welcome to another episode of Radio Nostalgia from Mars. So we've been receiving quite a few lullabies and children related stories since a rumor started spreading that our team has spotted a child living in the vicinity of Alphaville, which of course is impossible. Rest assured, this is a complete falsehood. What has been officially confirmed by the Tesla City authorities is that Charlie has escaped to Earth and landed safely, but they are worried that without supplies he won't survive more than a few weeks. Our researchers on Earth are definitely trying to reach him. Opening to Soul's show, a song often requested by Charlie himself. This one's for you, sir. Keep safe out there. You're tuned to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Like fireflies, bombs fly like moths, irrelevant, die. Coax later, minds go insane. People are bought and sold. Dream jobs for living wage. Zombies debate on the stage. We dream of getting rich. I will heal who sacrifice for justice. Democracy is the only practice. We're about to disappear. Text to YOLO and organize fear. I just want to say.
He's on the 12, engaging, over.
You're listening to Radio Nostalgia from Mars.
Before we go on with the show again, the rumors of a feral kid playing in the ruins of Earth are pure fabrication, and any further dissemination of such misinformation is punishable by law under the newly formed Destabilization of Public Morale Act, passed unanimously at an emergency Tesla City Board meeting 2 sols ago. Rumors aside, obviously the possibility of new life on Earth is exciting to us all, but don't forget that though the sun may be smaller from Mars than from Earth, it's still ours to cherish and enjoy. Grab a tube or two of OMS and live, love, to love life right here on Mars.
الألحان أحارق الذكريات راديو حنين من المريخ.
Keep that adrenaline pumping, that joyful life jumping. Fall to the floor, who could ask for more? You're tuned to Radio Nostalgia from Mars, music from the last days of Earth. It's humanity's calling card to make the best of a bad situation, and at no time in our history has this been more apparent than now. Adversity has always been a driver of innovation, and here on Mars we face that reality, every soul, together. Much of the tech keeping us alive up here was born out of the chaos back on Earth, so I guess you could say the apocalypse was a good motivator.
Humans will be survived with plastic bags and the alligators. Make the most of your time, the apocalypse is a good motivator. Coincidence, we are in the right distance from the sun. There's a reason we exist, so you might as well have some fun. It's blue dot in space. Drink like coffee, plan a way to leave a trace as a member of the human race. Through us, the same juices flow, streaming in body and mind, myopic and beautiful, rushing to the end of mankind. Humans will be survived with plastic bags and the alligators, so make the most of your time. The apocalypse is a good motivator. Humans will be survived with plastic bags and the alligators, so make the most of your time. The apocalypse is a good motivator. Apocalypse motivator. Apocalypse motivator. Apocalypse motivator. Apocalypse motivator. Apocalypse motivator. Apocalypse motivator. The apocalypse motivator. Be attuned to the apocalypse motivator. Elated in spite of the apocalypse motivator. Humans will be survived with plastic bags and the alligators, so make the most of your time. The apocalypse is a good motivator. The coincidence that we are in the right distance from the sun is the reason we exist, so you might as well have some fun.
You fell for our trap. Charlie is here at the stadium, like a chieftain among the feral children of Alphaville. Earth doesn't belong to you, those who abandoned it, but to us, who grew up in the rubble you left behind. Do not return. This planet will not be colonized. It is not your playground, your lab, or your property. You will not take its resources to Mars. We, the barbaric orphans, will not be your tools for sustaining the futile experiment of your oxygen-deprived civilization on Mars. Do not come again in your spaceships, slugging your weak bodies in those silly suits. If we spot you again in these landscapes, we will devour you all. What you on Mars see as the post-apocalypse is now our home. The future of Earth belongs to us.
Radio Nostalgia from Mars.